नमस्कार, हेलो एवरीवन. येतोय आवाज?
I'll remove it. We both here. We both here.
Good evening.
You've got a young person.
Yeah.
I practiced Louis Hay with her.
Yeah, Shada.
I practiced Louis Hay with her, all her philosophies.
Okay, great, great.
Yeah. She's a Louis Hay fan. She didn't wave out to you, didn't see you probably. It's okay. Sorry? See him there.
Okay, we'll wait just for 2 minutes and then we will start.
Yeah.
So if you are comfortable starting your video on, putting your video on, please do so. So very warm welcome to all of you. So I hope my voice is audible, so please.
It's very clear.
Yeah,
Your
it's
voice.
clear? Perfect.
It's very clear. Yeah.
It's very clear.
Oh, lovely, wonderful. Okay, so we'll just, in short, we'll just, those who have arrived early, we'll just have a 20 seconds introduction of those who are present and then we'll get started. You can just tell your name, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm
Yeah.
Sharda.
Yeah.
She's Leah. And
Okay,
I'm from Chennai.
Okay, yeah, Sharda. Sharda is also Heal Your Life teacher. Yeah, thank you, Sharda, for joining us.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Good evening, I'm Deepa Deshpande from Kolhapur.
Yeah, wonderful. Welcome, Deepa.
Yeah.
Anybody would like to?
Good evening, myself Manoj Gune, Kolhapur.
Yeah, Manoj sir, welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I am Nikhil Rambal and I am from Hubli, Karnataka.
Oh, welcome, Nikhil. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, I am Neelam. Am I audible?
Yeah, Neelam, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Dombivli.
Yeah.
And recently, I have completed your 15 days course, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Oh, thank you so much, Neelam.
Hello everyone. I am
Yes.
Shraddha from Good Deed, Kolhapur.
Yeah, Shraddha ma'am, welcome. Okay, so are you all excited to embark on the
Yeah,
journey?
hi,
Yeah,
hi Vinay. Good evening. Sanjay Pandit here
yeah, Sanjay, welcome. Happy to have you
from
here.
Thane.
Yeah, thank you. So, so thank you all for joining, and we'll just start with one informal task and then we'll get started. It's not going to be very formal, so I want it to be little relaxed and at pace, at comfort. So before we officially begin, how many of you have read Heal Your Life book or attended any workshop? I have come across through your reviews also. So you can just type either you have attended Louise Hay's book or workshop, any of the workshops, or heard her audio or video. So you can just type in the chat box, yes. You can just type in the chat box, yes, or yes, I have. It doesn't matter if you haven't attended, but I'm just eager to know. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so as you're typing, what will be the nature of today's workshop? It's not exactly workshop, but it's more of like gratitude towards Louise and what she has shared with the world. As a uh, fortunate person, I would like to also share with whatever I know and whatever we are on the we are like co-passengers. So it's not that I'm leading and you are like being guided. It's more of in my personal journey, whatever I have come across and whatever I have been following to my best, I would like to just share. And if it serves you in any way, that will be my great fortune. Okay. So we will also have wonderful meditation, wonderful positive affirmations. But before we begin, today is the day when Louise Hay, the uh, legendary author, legendary personality who, by her own transformation, healed so many lives all across the globe. So, when we talk about Louise Hay, it's all about self love, it's all about gratitude, it's all about how our thoughts and emotions can heal our physical diseases. Yeah. So, we'll just revise all those things and we'll also have 2 3 rituals which will help us in our daily practices to enrich our lives. Yeah. So I'll just brief you about Louise Hay and then we will also go through certain processes. I hope English is comfortable with everyone because we have Marathi, Hindi, English, and participant from various like linguistic backgrounds. So I would stick to English. So Louise Hay is, we call her a metaphysical teacher. Metaphysics is the study of emotions and beliefs, not in a physical way, but in a subtler way, in a how it affects our quality of life when it comes to uh, health, when it comes to relationship, and also when it comes to purpose of life, right? So Louise Hay herself shares her life journey. I won't go into much detail, but just to give an idea of what her work has created a miracle or a revolution in metaphysics. Louise Hay was born in America and she was born in very poor socioeconomic background. And eventually, as an author, when she looks back, she was very eminent author. Her best-selling book, You Can Heal Your Life, when she was interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, then it became like one of the best sellers for quite few months, right? New York Times bestseller. And through her work of Heal Your Life, she has transformed thousands and millions of lives. But her journey was not like so easy. Her childhood was very poor, as I told you. And when she was a small girl, unfortunately, she was raped at the age of 4 by her neighbor. And uh, her mother also got married to another. In her second marriage, the husband, or Louis says, father, he was very hostile. He was very, she called him as a brutalist. He was very angry by, because of any small reason. He would beat her, exploit her. And eventually when she grew up, she realized that I am being victimized, I am being exploited. So she ran away, and she started to find her way to lead her life, but she was not qualified. She did not complete her education. She was like high school dropout. So she started exploring the life, and in the process also she was not very worldly wise, so she again got exploited by many people. Till then, at the age of 40, when she was almost broke, she came across one session, and which talked about how our thoughts and emotions, if we channelize them, if we learn the art of tuning them with thoughts of positivity and emotional shift, and how to release our negative emotions, we can change our lives. And she was amused by the whole concept, because till then she was always feeling victimized. She calls her journey as from victim to victor. And then she started practicing simple tips of accepting oneself unconditionally. She also started loving herself more, understanding and accepting herself more. But in her process, she was diagnosed with cancer. And when she was diagnosed with cancer, because of her inner work, because of her increased, enhanced awareness, she could find the connection between her cancer and her suppressed emotions. And doctor had just given her 6 months, but she thought that if I submit to doctors, what doctors will do, of course they are very genuine people, but at the same time the limitation of that approach is they will cut Louis into parts, like they will terminate the cancer. But if I don't address the root cause, if I don't relieve myself of the root cause of suppressed emotions, anger, the guilt I have been carrying, then the cancer will grow. Again, they will cut, and they will cut to the degree when there will be no more Louis left. She writes in her small book, You Can Heal Your Body, like that. So she decided to release her negative emotions. And 6 months intensively, doctor had just given her 6 months. In 6 months, what did she do? She released like detox, mental detox, emotional detox, physical detox. She released anger, fear, guilt. She forgave the people who had really abused her. She did lot of work on self-love through various organic and uh, what we can say wellness part of it. She released toxins in the body, and through the power of affirmation, forgiveness, letting go, when she came back to doctors, doctors were wondering that how come your cancer disappeared, what did you do? And she said, I healed my life. Yes. So that is her story. And then at the age of 40, she cured her cancer. And when she passed away 3 years back on the same day, her age was 92. 52 years of healthy, healed, complete whole life. And then she spread this message. Yeah. So this is the brief story or brief background of Louise Hay. And then she never stopped. And not only health, she attracted fabulous prosperity in terms of finance, in terms of helping people, in all the areas of life. She was like abundant, prosperous, and magnanimous. Yeah. So what we are going to do in the short span what we have today, we are going to uh, what we can say, cherish her legacy by the wonderful tools she has shared. We won't be able to, of course, cover all the tools, but daily we can start with some of her tools and make it part of life, so that we can easily overcome negativity in our life, or we can easily shift our mind to positivity. So if you are excited to connect with this process, I would like you to please type in the chat box excited. Yeah, if you, I'm excited to share. Today, fortunately, I got the opportunity by Kolhapur Corporation and some of the leaders in those who are like COVID warriors. So I addressed to one almost 100 plus COVID patients in Kolhapur, and it was purely on Louis Hay's work, that how you can heal yourself from this negativity of COVID. And believe me, the people were quite they felt that they were like consoled. They were like the hope. They felt that hope. They felt that support. That's the magic of Louis' work. That earlier, if 5 years back, 7 years back, if somebody had asked me to address such people, I would have just technically said something. But because of Louis Hay's grace, I had something to share them, which could uh, give some ray of hope and which could give them that positive boost of coming out of this critical situation. Yeah. So what we will do is we will just start this session with a short relaxation and awareness activity, and then we will discuss further. We'll take it further. Okay. So I would request all of you to please, you have already, most of you have kept yourself on mute. So I would request all of you to please sit in a comfortable position wherever you are. Please sit in very comfortable position. Relax. You can tell the people at your home that you must have told them that you will be busy in this activity. So take this time as purely me time. You deserve it because you have been doing so many things for others, but this time is absolutely for yourself. So please sit relaxed way and please close your eyes. And as you have closed your eyes, please take a deep breath. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Let the gentle inhalation and exhale comfort your body and soul. Just be aware of whatever is happening within and without. Keep your mic please on mute mode. Slowly inhale, slowly exhale. Relax your body. Put all the body weight towards gravitation pull and let it go. Just be aware of the things happening around you, but don't indulge, don't contemplate. Just be there in the present moment. As you are breathing in, gently bring your awareness to your scalp, to your head, and relax your head. Let go of all the burden, all the pressure which you can feel on your scalp or on your head. Just let it go. Just unburden it, and you will feel at ease. As you are breathing in and breathing out, gently bring your awareness to your neck muscles and slowly relax your neck muscles. Our neck, as our joints, represent flexibility in our life. When our thoughts are willing to adapt with the situation, our joints, our neck also is flexible. These parts then don't pain. So just relax your neck muscles because these are the places where stress accumulates. So just relax. Again, slowly breathe in and bring your awareness to your shoulders and relax your shoulders. You are responsible, you are committed, yet carrying out responsibility need not be burden all the time. You can carry out your responsibility with ease, with happiness. So just relieve unwanted burden which you have been carrying on your shoulder. Just let go of that burden of fear, burden of anxiety, burden of whatever unwanted stuff we have been carrying. Just let it go. Again, slowly breathe in, slowly breathe out. And now relax your complete back, your upper back, your middle back, and your lower back. Our back is our support system. So be assured that there is a divine energy. There is a higher self who is always supporting you. You are always supported and always divinely guided. You are never alone. You are always backed up by wonderful resources. Let go of all that guilt because guilt always seeks pain. So just let go of all the guilt, all of the self-torture, self-sabotaging thoughts. Just let them go. You deserve all love because you are also part of that pure love. And in essence, we are all love, peace, harmony. So center yourself, ground yourself with your original substance of love, compassion, peace, happiness, and harmony. You are all that. And whatever confusion is there, because we think that we are something else than what we truly are. So let go of all that what is not you, your fears, your anxieties, your insecurities. Universe wants you to succeed in all areas of life, not just one, not two, and not three, in all areas of life. Your health, your wealth, your relationship, your divine purpose in this world. You all deserve it. We all deserve it. And healing is all the things consolidating together and removing all the impurities, all the unnecessities, and reviving the pure self. So as we are getting grounded in this philosophy, let us express our deep gratitude to our Creator who created the universe and who created us. Let's express our gratitude for the people around us, our parents, our family members, Let's express our deep gratitude to our body, each part of our body which is supporting us to reach our goals. Let's express our deep gratitude to all the mentors, teachers, and all the experiences which made us what we are today. If they were not there, we wouldn't have been what we are today. Let's express our deep gratitude to dear Louis, who taught us how to love ourselves at deeper level, how to see the world from the eyes of love, without judgment, without criticism, without guilt. And now we express our gratitude for the whole world around, for giving us our own pace, our own space, in perfect time, situation. Now slowly breathe in, slowly breathe out, and please bring your awareness back to the present moment where you are sitting, and come back and gently open your eyes. So thank you so much. I hope you could find some sense of relaxation, sense of connection. So you can just type in the chat box whatever one word you felt during this small meditation or relaxation. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your sharing. Calm, peaceful, fresh, relaxed. Yeah, thank you. So can you see the screen? Can just one or two just write in the chat box? Yes. Okay, fine. So it won't be much of presentation, but we'll just share the wisdom of Louise Hay. So she was born in October 1926, and today is her a day when she transitioned into the light on this day, 30th August. So her whole life or wisdom can be just summed up in two words, that is love and healing, or self-love. Yeah. So her main principle was and is love yourself, heal your life. So what do we mean by self-love? We'll go into that. It's written about workshop, but I'm just talking about this journey of self-love. So it's more of removing what is not love, what is not pure. Just like in this rainy season, when it rains, and when it rains and it gets muddy, suppose we take that muddy water. How do we remove mud from the water? Yeah, we just take potassium alum and just stir it. And what does happen? It just, whatever is not water gets settled down, but the pure water comes up. Similarly, we are pure spiritual being, but our consciousness is contaminated by so many impurities. And whenever we follow any pure process, the unwanted things go away. Yeah, so do you really love yourself? What do you think? You can type in the chat box whatever you feel. Yes, maybe, no, sometimes, of course. Yeah. Okay, so what does it mean to love? Yeah, I like this picture very much. It's very cute. And why we have put this picture is this, it's not a very complicated stuff. Louis Hay would always give example of a small, tiny infant baby, like a small child, very small, like 1 year, 6 months old. A child need not be taught how to love itself. The child naturally loves itself. Why? Because that's the natural intrinsic drive we are born with. It's our own nature to love ourselves. It's not being self-centered. It's not being like sort of selfish. It's rather being positive. Yeah. So what is not loving ourselves? When we have this, do you notice a constant stream of negative dialogue in your head? That always, yes, it's nothing is happening in as per my terms. Yes, be it with relationship, be it with money, be it with health. Yes. Do you get limited by your past experiences and failures? Because of the series of failures or past evidences, we sometimes connect those failures or those miseries or challenging situation as our true self, and we feel that, oh, what's the use, I'm doing so much for other people and I'm not getting my fair share, it's not fair. Yes, we all go through these types of feelings sometimes. And sort of codependency also, do you depend on other people's approval? Yeah, we always seek other people's approval, and then we feel that when somebody doesn't approve of us, we feel rejected, dejected, and then we are torn apart, right? So do you tend to focus on your weaknesses rather than strength? In education system, uh, typical education system we have in India, normally we are labeled with marks and percentage and right and wrong. So we take in that the same story in our real life, that I'm not good at maths, I'm not good at English, I'm not good at so many subjects, and that translates into I'm not good enough in so many things. But we forget what we are good at. Yeah, so that focus is very important. Do you feel like a victim of circumstances? Till her age of 40, Louise Hay was always feeling victimized by parents, by situations. And after her 40s, she never felt victimized. Rather, she would say, I felt like victorious. Why? Because somewhere down the line, she was attracting those situations, people, and circumstances because she was vibrating from the space of fear and insecurity. When we operate from these emotions, which attract similar experiences, because very principle of metaphysics is whatever we focus expands. If we are just focusing about insecurities about corona, COVID, the same experiences we will find. But if we are focusing more on the positive side of it, what corona has taught me, life wisdom, and not just corona, again, take any example about relationship, about health, it will reflect in our external situation. So that is the art of changing our beliefs. So now on these parameters, we have to shift, change your beliefs, change your life. Just like as we said, a little child, a small child need not be taught the art of self-love. Why? Whenever child needs anything, the child demands it. Whenever child wants to cry, the child cries. Whenever child wants to laugh, it laughs like naturally without any superficial, like sophisticated notions, right? And whenever the child wants to do anything, the child expresses all the emotions. We were all born like that. We were all born like that. And the child does not have any inhibition of his or her looks or complexion or any external thing of that matter. But over the period, as we grew up, we were programmed by society, by well-meaned adults, by people around us, by so-called movies, so-called serials, so-called advertisement, and so-called cosmetology, that if your skin is not of this color, you are not good enough. If your height, your shape, your body weight, your social status, your car, your so many things, your degrees, if these things are not like this, you are not lovable, you are not good enough, you don't deserve. Yes. And then the underlying principle Lewis says is, the underlying statement beneath this is, I am not good enough. Whenever anybody walks into my counseling room, Lewis have used to say, only underlying factor I can sense is I am not good enough. I'm not good enough in money, relationship, health, fame, success. So how do we shift from I am not good enough to I am good enough, I love myself exactly as I am? So we have to program our beliefs. We have to, because beliefs and thoughts are the things we need to shift. As we say that in these times, metaphysical people have researched that daily we think 40 to 60,000 thoughts. Yeah, many of you already know that. Yet we get caught up in our routine thoughts because we have programmed, because whenever we get up, we do those things which we are habituated to do. Getting up, brushing, rushing to the office, yes, doing household chores, whatever it is. And connecting with people. We talk in the same way, the way we have been talking, discussing, communicating with our family members. Because we haven't challenged, we haven't sometimes taken that inventory. Can it be shifted? Can it be shifted to a next level, higher level, deeper level, meaningful level? So fundamental concept of Lewis's work is, if you change your thoughts, if you change your beliefs, you change your life. And Lewis says we need not be bogged down by अरे मेरे को 60,000 thoughts change करने हैं. No, we just have to ask this thought, this very present thought, is it for my ultimate good? Does this thought serve my ultimate good? Is this thought in alignment with the happiness I deserve? Is this thought in alignment with what I want in life? If not, gently release that thought. Don't just what we can say कि उसे कोसो मत, उसे टोको मत. Yes, don't fight with that thought. Just gently, lovingly let it go. Okay, you are here, but I don't need you. Thank you. Just let go of that thought. Shift to the better thought. Shift to the immediate positive thought. That would Lewis always say. What you have to change is just a thought, and thought can be changed. This is the very profound statement Lewis has always been mentioning. It's just a thought, and thought can be changed. It's simple but profound. Lewis always would say that my philosophy is many times criticized for being simplistic, but she says all the truth and all the basic things of life are very simple. What can I do? The real things are very simple, yet very profound, and yet very it has deep, tremendous impact, right? So we need to be mindful and aware about, because whatever we are doing, Lewis would say that we are operating from knowledge, understanding, and awareness we have. So if we shift our knowledge, understanding, and awareness, we will be acting from a different paradigm, different mindset altogether. So for this, we need to identify what are the negative thought patterns. This is another yet Lewis has major contribution, because many people talk about positive thinking, positive mindset, be motivated, and that's really nice. But they are also doing good work, but very few people have identified the root cause. To cure her cancer, Lewis just did not work on positive thinking. She did work a lot on releasing negative stuff. So identifying negative thought pattern, uncovering negative beliefs, discovering, we will come to this body-mind connection in short while. But how do we release negative emotion? Because emotion is energy in motion. Energy, whenever there is energy, whenever there is emotion, it will have impact on our body. And it's just a drop initially, then it becomes puddle, then it becomes a tank, whatever, like it will expand. But initially it's just a drop. So if we are conscious and cautious about it in a loving way, we will be able to identify and we'll be able to shift. So basically identifying the thought, shifting the thought. And as Lewis would always give this example of, It's like sowing the seed in the farm. As we sow, so shall we reap, even the Bible says. So in the farm, when we are sowing the seed, first we remove the unwanted weeds. So similarly, our heart is like a fertile land. But if we just don't uproot the negativity and if we just sow the seeds won't grow to their fullest. Yeah. So we need to also release some emotions. So what we will do is here, we'll just try this simple activity, which will help us to release. So please close your eyes and take a deep breath. Slowly breathe in and with a sound, with a sigh, with your mouth. हा असा आपण आवाज काढणार. Just with her mouth we are going to release whatever fear, pressure, negativity you have. Just let it go with the sound like this. Ha. Okay. So 3 times we will do this. Okay. Slowly breathe in. Ha. Okay, produce sound, don't hesitate, don't shy out. One more time. With the intention of releasing the unwanted, unsaid pain. One more time. We are going to do it one more time, but now we are going to do it with shaking our hands because our body understands movements. When we do the movements and energy release, it works even better. Our body feels literally relieved from the burden of emotion. So one more time, just don't hit your computer, but just like this. You can do it 2, 3 times, 4 times during the day. So, okay, open your eyes. In this COVID situation, I would urge you to do it 3, 4 times because unconsciously we are gathering some negativity. So when we do like this, our body, subconscious mind understands that I am releasing something. And whenever we release, there is a space created within so that we can fill up that space with positivity. Yeah. There are other concepts which Louise has taught. We will not go much into that detail. But another wonderful tool she has taught, and I would request all of you to please, if you're comfortable, if your situation permits around you, you can just turn on your video, switch on your video. So I can see your bright faces. Not only for that, we are going to do one activity. So if you could just turn on your screen. Okay, thank you. So another beautiful process which Louise has taught us is affirmation and mirror work. Yes. So mirror, आरसा दर्पण, मेरा मन दर्पण कहलाए. Right? So when we talk about mirror, we since childhood have been like using mirror, right? And especially the ladies, they are fond of looking into the mirror, right? They can spend hours together, especially the young girls we can see, even these days boys also, right? But again, when we look into the mirror, sometimes we get like, we dress up, we make up, we do all that stuff, but very few times, very seldom we connect ourselves at deeper level. Okay, and it is a task, I know. It takes really some courage to connect because it's easier for us to like avoid connection with ourselves because inside somewhere we know that somewhere I am lacking, somewhere I have some inner weaknesses, somewhere I'm not taking up the whole responsibility, but that's perfectly fine. Unless and until like we are on this journey of self-love. So what we are going to do here, I know like you will not be having mirror immediately, but that's fine. What you can do is, you can see yourself in your screen. Yes, you are able to see yourself in the screen. Yeah. So you can just have a good eye contact. And I have a mirror here. This is the lifelong friend, which Lewis would say. Yeah, this is the heal your life mirror, heart-shaped mirror. Yeah. So relationship we have with people tends to change as per the maturity and understanding, but everlasting relationship we have is relationship we have with ourselves. So that is called as self-love. Louis Hay, as a daily ritual, would always look into the mirror and say some affirmations and then go out for any of her work. She did not miss this ritual even a single day. And she would talk like the best friend. She would talk to herself like her best friend. Her nickname was Lulu. Yeah, she was known as Lulu. And she would say, "Come on, Lulu, how are you? I love you so much. I really, really love you. How can I please you today? What you want me to do?" And whatever, and she would get the answer from her reflection in the mirror. She would not see herself, rather she would see an intimate friend in the reflection. That sort of connection she had with herself. So normally whenever we look into the mirror, we tend to judge ourselves, because sometimes we are liberal to others but we are critical to ourselves. Sometimes we are very harsh, very rude to ourselves, very mean also, because we think, no, you did not do this to me, you did not come up to my standard, because we have some inner self-righteous standard, and when we are not up to the mark, we punish ourselves. But till now, if we have punished ourselves for so long, has any revolutionary change happened? Lewis would say no. Nothing great has happened just by punishing ourselves negatively. Yeah, there is also positive punishment, but we will not go in that subject now. So affirmation is the way to connect with ourselves. So we'll just talk for 2 minutes about affirmation, and we'll just do this simple but powerful activity. So affirmation means, as we say, that we think 60,000 thoughts on an average daily. So how do we change those thoughts? As we discussed, it's a thought and thought can be changed. So we have to shift that thought and bring that thought, or we do affirmation or positive auto suggestions for two reasons. Either if we want to release negativity, eliminate what we don't want in life, to eliminate what we don't want in life, or for the second reason, what we want to attract in our life. So suppose if somebody is sick, if we just say, I don't want to be sick anymore, I don't want this disease, our subconscious mind or the universal power does not get a clear message. Our thoughts and words are taken literally by subconscious mind and the world around, especially the universal intelligence. So we need to be very clear what we want to attract and what we want to remove. Just like we go into the hotel, we don't order "mujhe kya nahi chahiye." I don't want this menu, I don't want this menu. Rather, we order what I want, in what way I would, I want you to be, you want to be served. Like, so in that way, we are telling the universe, we are giving this metaphysical indication, what I want to remove from my world, what I want to invite in my world or my life, right? So, for example, and we don't use future tense, we use present tense. It's not grammar again, but it's the programming language which our subconscious mind understands. For example, my health will improve, my financial situation is going to improve. Then it is like post-dated check. It is with you, but you cannot encash it, you cannot enjoy it, right? So we say that my health is improving. Louis Hay, when she did not have any money, she would say these two affirmations. I am magnet of money. I prosper wherever I go. My income is constantly increasing. She would always say, and that turned out to be reality. Yeah. So we need to shift our thought process. Of course, it's a process. It won't happen overnight, but we can have baby steps. We can have small miracles happening in our life. And Louis Hay's research says that when we do affirmations by looking into the mirror, then our power of affirmation is increased by 10 times. Okay, so let me share some wonderful affirmation cards with you so that we can have, we will, if you can unmute yourself, we can read this. Oh, it's not visible. Okay, let me change my background. Okay, can you read this? Is it readable? Can some of you read this?
I read
I
success and prosper wherever I turn.
Yeah, I radiate success and prosper wherever I turn.
I radiate success and prosper
Yeah, I radiate.
wherever I turn. I radiate success and prosper wherever
Okay,
I
we'll take another one. If you could read this, you can read it loudly. Okay, you can't see this. Sorry. On the screen. Okay. Can you read this?
I know that
I know that I can create miracles,
Miracles in my life.
I know I can
create miracles in my life.
all
My
my life.
innate creativity
My innate creativity
surprises
delights me.
and delights me.
Okay. So these are some of the like affirmations.
I can
Okay, we'll just do this one and we will have, I will just share also what affirmations.
the greater gift I can give myself is
Unconditional love.
unconditional love.
Okay, and this is one of the favorites.
I love myself exactly as I am. I no
No
longer
longer
wait
wait
to be perfect in order to love myself.
Love myself. We're going to have a song along today. So now what we will do is, this is just an experiment. This is not like, which is going to be exactly what Luis has said, because we don't have mirror right now, but still as an experiment. But request you unmute yourself, and this is a mirror, so you can just look into your, yes, and just find a connection. Just look into the mirror and just have
I
a
radiate
good eye
success
contact.
and prosper.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So just have a good eye contact in your reflection in the mirror, with your reflection in the mirror. Don't judge yourself, but just have a good eye contact with a deep breath and connect with yourself. And say something positive and appreciative about yourself. That you have been through so many thicks and thins of life for so long, but you are always with me. Sometimes hiding from me, sometimes expressing. And now say to yourself, I will love you more. I will love you more if, and complete the dash. Complete whatever that if is. If you look more beautiful, I will love you more. I will love you more if you earn more money. I love you more if you are competent, you are skilled, you are more respected. Whatever you feel, just say, I will love you more if, and finish that sentence. I will love you more if. Even 2-3 sentences are enough. And now say to your reflection in the mirror, enough of these ifs, no need of if. I will love you the way you are, without any ifs, without any asterisks. Conditions apply. No need. I will love you. I love you. I accept you. I love you. I accept you. If you find it difficult to say I love you, you can add I am willing to love you. I am willing to love you. I am willing to love you. I am willing to forgive you. I trust you. I believe in you. You are awesome. You are doing an amazing job. Whatever you feel like, it may sound artificial, it may sound little superficial initially, but that's all right, because we haven't said anything for so long to us. We expect other people to say, but we never tell many times to us. So it's the right time to love ourselves. And it immediately shifts our positive energy. Okay, so I know that you have fallen in love with yourself, but still, as the time is pressing, so thank you so much for this active participation. Now what we will do is, we are going to play a song of self-love. Song of self-love. And we all will sing this.
Vinay, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, sir. Ajit, sir. Yeah, please.
See, Vinay, this self-love many a times gets converted into ego.
Okay.
So, how to tackle that?
Okay, just a minute, sir.
So I love myself. It gets converted into ego.
Okay, what we will do, sir, we'll sing this song. And in this song, you may get some answer, because what is exactly self-love? We'll discuss something about this song and then I'll connect with you. Would that be fine? Because I think your question has some answer in this song, and I was just about about to play the song. Yeah. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Okay, what I will do is, I will share my screen so that you can see the song, so that we all can sing. Gana aaye na aane, gana chahiye. Yeah. So it's not about how we sing, what we sing, but we'll sing it. So can you see my screen? Yeah, can you see the screen? Yeah. So the song goes like this. I love myself the way I am. And then the second stanza is below that. Third stanza is like your right hand upper side. And then fourth stanza. Okay, so we'll sing it. Love myself the way I am. There is nothing I need to change. I will always be the perfect me. There is nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful
and capable of being as me I can.
And I love myself just the way I am. Love you just the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. Behind your fears, rage and tears, I see your shining star, and I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow. I love the everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I want to grow. But change outside can only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am. Hey, thank you so much. Stop. Yeah, I hope you like the song. We call it You Can Heal Anthem. Yeah, so it not just talks about, yeah, so Ajit sir, I would just like to connect through this song. Ki, self-love, as Louis would say, is not just being self-centered, but it is more at deeper level. It's not just at body level or mind level, it is at soul level. So if we are connected with our deeper soul, then naturally all the soul's qualities are in place. So naturally the person would be humble, grounded. You will find all the people with positive mindset, positive self-love will have natural humility. Be it Louis Hay, be it Dr. Abdul Kalam, be it even Shivaji Maharaj, name any uh, holistic person with self-love. So in that context, otherwise self-love, if it is misunderstood, as you rightly said, if self-love is just understood that just calling oneself as without admitting one's frailties, weaknesses, or the dark side. But Louis Hay's approach has always been being compassionate with oneself, being kind to oneself, but at the same time being consistent with the processes. So we focus on the solution part, the hope part, the love part. And when, like, as we say, circle of influence increases, then circle of concern shrinks. So in the same way, in this context, like when self-love increases, whatever is not self-love just fizzles out. It just vanishes. So, but if, as you said, if we just take it to the level of emotions or body or mental platform, then then this situation may arise that person may feel egoist. But that's why in the third stanza it was written that I know myself, but still I want to grow. Still I want to grow. Because change outside can only come deep inside my I know. So that's the reason. There is we try to go deeper and then we shift to that positivity. I hope I have answered your question to some way.
Yes, Vinay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So now I will, okay, I will go to waterfall. Okay. Okay, now we have, because the time is limited, I have time, but just to sum up, and then we will have some informal question answers or sharing. So I would request you, all of you, many of you are already doing, but I would urge you that you make two things part of your life. However busy you may be, however occupied you may be, but still you will get time to do these two things even amidst your hectic schedule. So first thing is make mirror your friend. Make mirror your friend. So how do I make mirror my friend? Whenever you get up early in the morning, सुबह सुबह किसका मुंह देखना है? Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, you can do, that's good. Yeah, even we have to be grateful to the Almighty who has given us this privilege of life. And second is, we are the creator of our life. We are the driver of our life. We are the author of our life journey, right? So we have to connect with ourselves by looking into the mirror. Whenever you get up, even if you are so busy, you can just, while brushing, you can connect with yourself. And while going to bed, you can look into the mirror. Whenever you pass in any mirror, okay. Now these days, because of the COVID, I could not go to barber many times, but whenever I go to barber, I really love. So many mirrors are there. Like, so I feel like, wow, there is so much scope of self-love. So I now find it easy, but earlier in my journey, just to brief, I was very, like, I would shrink myself. Whenever I would always seek approval of others. I was like, whenever I was in college life, till like some time ahead, I was always feeling that low self-esteem, low self-worth. I suffered a lot through that. But when I found this path of Louis, it really shifted me, lifted me. Yeah. And it is, even Louis would say, if I am a high school dropout, abused lady can do it, then anybody can do it. That's her humility and that's her ease. Yeah, that's her empowerment. So anybody can do it. That's the beauty of this work. So please make mirror part of your life. We can use mirror to connect with ourselves as we did. We can use mirror to communicate whatever the situation we finding difficult. If you want to communicate with other person, you find it difficult to connect with that person, imagine the person as your reflection, that your reflection is that person, and communicate from heart to that person with love, with forgiveness, with genuine intention, and you will find externally that relationship going at a different level. You can forgive yourself. And forgiveness, as Louis would say, that it's not about making other person right or condoning their behavior. It is to be centered, and it is to create happiness within. As Louis would always say, you want to be right or wrong, or you want to be happy. Of course, in practical situations, sometimes we have to prove ourselves as right. That is a matter of practicality. But apart from that, we get caught up in that judgment that who is right, who is wrong, but we miss out on happiness. So we can always choose happiness over anything else. So we can connect, forgive, and forgiveness is gift to ourselves, because forgiveness and love go hand in hand. So in simple words, forgiveness is letting go of all the stuck energy. That's why we do release work. So just like we do that, if we write anger later, even in workshop, we do live workshop, we do pillow beating and all that stuff. So that is just to bring out stuck energy at surface and then releasing it. And then forgiveness or affirmations become easier. Okay, so just to, in last 2 minutes, I would conclude that Louise Hay has uh, tremendously impacted many people's lives, and she would always say, I'm not even a 1% in the vast ocean of inner work. Yet still that 1% is more than enough for our lives to get transformed. And still we will also find our own ways to overcome our life situation. And once we start with this inner work, it never stops. It's ever expanding, and you will find that I always have choice within me. Whatever may be the situation, people, or any situation, we will always find that sense of connection, sense of meaning, because you are not operating from other people's approval. You are operating from your inner directed wisdom. And when we operate from our inner directed wisdom, you will find wonderful mentors, gurus, guides coming your way. You will find the wonderful books, online workshops also these days, which will uplift us, the experiences that will enhance our wisdom and life experiences. So I would like to just share that I'm also offering some online courses in this pandemic, and which are based on Louise Hay's philosophy. So if you are interested, I will just share some of the workshops. One is body-mind connection, that how body diseases are formed because of the emotions and thoughts, and what are the meditations for it, how we can find the connection, and how we can allow our body to heal. So that is a short 3 to 4 days, 1 hour each Zoom online session. Another workshop which I have been these days working a lot on is forgiveness, power of freedom. Yeah. So what exactly is forgiveness? What is self-forgiveness? What is pseudo-forgiveness? What is artificial forgiveness? What is genuine forgiveness? How forgiveness even can bring overall prosperity in our life, health, wealth, and happiness? And what are the simple, powerful tools by which we can unstuck the energy which is troubling or making hindrance in our life and stopping us from being the best version of ourselves? So this is one thing. And the last, another workshop I offer is money and consciousness. Louise Hay would always say that money is proportionate to your abundance consciousness. So when we shift our energy from being poverty thinking to prosperity thinking, our flow of money increases. And prosperity is not just about having lot of money. There are people who are rich financially but poor in relationship, poor in health, poor in life purpose. So prosperity, we want such prosperity which is full of money, full of good relationship, full of health, full of life purpose, full of best of everything, and we deserve it all because we are child of God, and God wants us to be happy. And why not? We are asking from the very source itself, and in giving we receive, in receiving we give. That is the cycle. Okay, so I thank each one of you for being part of this wonderful workshop. I know I can't give justice to this work in 1 hour, and I tried in my humble way to connect with all of you and share the wisdom. I'm still learning. There is a lot to go, but now these thoughts don't come from the self blame or criticism. I know that I have a long way to go, but I'm still happy where I am. So that gives me more impetus, motivation to move ahead. At the same time, I don't feel deprived of happiness where I am. So this is the beauty of Louise's work. You strive for better, but still you are content wherever you are. Otherwise, we always blame, we always the best thing I found in Louise's work, that I was relieved from my own self-created cobweb of negativity. I was troubling myself a lot by thinking of the unnecessary thoughts, which were not, which in no way it had some connection in reality, because that was self-created. But the moment I learned this art, I'm giving myself a gift of relief that no need, this is not going to happen. Yeah. So this process has the power. So now I would request all of you, if you have any question, any comment, so please feel free. And I thank each one of you for your active participation. Yeah, so Neelam is asking, which are your favorite affirmations? Okay, so of course, the beauty of affirmation is now once you learn the art of affirmation, you can create your own affirmation. Rather than telling my affirmation, I will also come to that. But I would like, as you have mentioned, Neelam, to share, I would share Louis Hay's fundamental affirmation, which we can daily recite or practice. First and foremost is, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. This is the beautiful affirmation, all-time favorite. Yes. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And another way we can say it in the mirror is, first is first person singular and second is second person singular, means I and you. You love yourself exactly as you are in the mirror. So that also gives us approval from our own self from a different dimension. So I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And sometimes we can also say, you love and accept yourself exactly as you are. I am willing to change and grow. You are willing to change and grow. I trust life. You trust life. I approve of myself. You approve of yourself. Yeah. So that gives us positive reinforcement by doing it two-way. Yeah. I'm willing to change and grow. In this COVID, we can always say that I'm always divinely guided and protected at all times. I'm always divinely guided and protected at all times. I'm safe because since childhood, we are fed with this thought of insecurity. बाहर जाऊ नकोस बागुल बुआ है ये मत करो ये करो. Yes, we are not taught how to have faith in strangers, but sometimes strangers can save our lives. Yeah. So as a child, it was necessary to protect our existence, but we still grow up with those insecurities. So we can always say, I'm safe. And to even give that sense of connection, we can keep both hands on our center of heart, center of chest, and that is energy chakra. And we can say to ourselves, yes, just say now, just keep both your hands like this. And now say, I love you. I love myself. You will feel like believing in it. Yeah. Because it is coming, you can find that connection. Yeah. And as I said, you can create your own affirmation for two things, either to remove something or to create or attract something. Yeah, thank you for that question. Anybody else has anything to add, share, or your own experience? Because many of you have been following Louis's way. It's not just because I'm a teacher, I will have more experiences. Some of you may have been following it religiously, so you will also have wonderful experiences. So it's open for you. So, and if anybody has to leave urgently, please don't feel obliged. Our official session is over. And if you want to connect with me, yeah, you can either, I'll share for most of you are like known, but some of you don't have my number. I will just share my number in the chat box. So I will write my mail. Okay, so anybody would like to share your experience, your insights, your whatever you feel like in this context. So please unmute and you can just share. Anybody would like to share anything?
I'm Neelam.
Yeah, Neelam, please.
Hi. Yeah, actually, before doing your session of Louis Hay, I was constantly facing problems regarding relationships, relation with my kids, relation with my husband, with like everyone around me. Okay. And after doing your workshop, I've gained a lot of confidence, and I'm at peace and calm. Like I can connect with each people very peacefully, calmly, and like I feel like I can handle the situation in a different manner. Like total perspective has changed for me.
Thank you for
And
sharing.
as you say, yeah, and as you say that we should do mirror work every time, like whenever we get time. The only one thing I want to share that I used to avoid mirror. Like 2 to 3 4 days, I used to not see mirror only. I
Okay.
don't know why it was happening, but
Yeah.
I was not like to see 3 to 4 days. I used to avoid mirror, and now I have started loving it, and I'm using it regularly, and I'm feeling very happy from my inner. I can like feel, and everyone around me can feel that I'm happy.
We are happy that you are happy. So it's really wonderful insight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to Luis who had
Yeah.
shared us this path, and we will find such many mentors. And Luis would always say, anybody when someone would say that, Luis, you healed my life, Luis would always say, no, you healed your life. My book's name is You Can Heal Your Life. Neither I nor anybody. You allowed that healing to happen. So, and as you said that we will find that inner resistance initially because we are trying to avoid our own love. But when we give our permission to ourselves that I deserve all love, then mirror work becomes fun. Like you feel like you're doing it more. Any process. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share or add something? Ajit sir, you would like to share something?
Yes, Vinay. Vinay, I have shared with you that I was having problem of running nose,
Okay, yeah, yes.
and from last 10 days it has stopped.
Wow, so happy to
So
know.
after 2 years nearly, it has stopped. So I'm trying to find out what is the exact reason and what actually made it possible.
Okay.
What actually I altered because of that? Because I shared with you, you also guided me what to do.
Yeah,
So I'm just trying to find out because
right,
all the exercise you told me on your that WhatsApp training program, I have done that.
right,
I don't know which of the exercise has actually
right.
made miracles. So I'm just
So
trying
happy
to
to
find out. I have done it
know.
without being aware.
Yeah, yeah, that's the beauty, sir. We need not know also.
Yeah.
Even Sampurna, who is like India teacher,
So
she
let me wait for a month or two, and if it doesn't start again, then that exercise has really worked.
wow, sir, so happy to know. And even if we don't find the exact reason, our inner intelligence is so beyond our comprehension that it works itself like that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So
thank you, Vinay. Thank you
I
so
love
much for
sir. Thank
sharing
you,
all this.
sir. Like so happy to have you here, such a senior person, but still you are always eager to learn and share. Yeah. So so I think
And let us know what are your dates of next course.
yeah, sure, sir. What I will do is I will share on the groups we have. I will let you know on the group because I'm just in the process of finalizing the dates because and then I will update you on the group. Yeah. Anybody else would like to share or whatever? Like so, I last exercise we will do is in 1 or 2 words or even one sentence, what you would like to express or manifest or be grateful for or to lead your life with. You can just write in the chat box if it is not too personal that what one thing you would like to add in your life or what what one word, what one emotion you are feeling right now. It could be gratitude, it could be happiness, it could be joy, it could be anything. So we will stick to positive emotion here. Either if the positive emotion you are feeling right now, you can just put it in chat box or what you would like to manifest, whatever you feel like sharing in one word or one sentence. Yeah, calm. Anybody would like to share? Yeah, Sanjay says, I'll keep myself happy. Gratitude, calm, and peaceful. So nice. Free from negative thoughts. That's so nice. And there are so many wonderful resources available online on website, Louis Hay's website, on YouTube. So you can always access those wonderful resources and enrich life. Okay, mirror work every day. What a wonderful commitment. Yeah. And I will not love me if I don't do any day. Yeah. Wonderful. Loved, peace, no negativity. Wonderful, Mark. Okay, so I think we are done with the session and the journey is still on. So once again, gratitude to Louis, say gratitude to all of you for always inspiring me by active participation and your positive feedback. So let us inspire each other by this beautiful work, which is easy, which is simple. And another way, Louis would always say that whatever you want to attract, if you find it difficult, just add the word easy. I easily release the negativity. I easily make changes in my life. I easily connect with people. I easily feel confident. So just by adding this word easy, our subconscious mind feels positive. So once again, thank you so much. And feel free to connect for any of these offerings or any of the questions. And I'm always there. And we have the global community with each one of you. So once again, I express my deep gratitude to Louis and all of you. And let us heal ourselves and heal this planet and love ourselves and love others. Thank you so much. So we'll close.
Thank you, Vinay.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
झालं काय